Turkey is one of the world's top 10 travel destinations, welcoming more than 35 million visitors each year. It's surprisingly tourist-friendly. Turkey is a beautiful, culturally rich country that you need to see to believe. It's a perfect balance of modern meets traditional, old meets new, and east meets west. In this video, you're going to find out about the 10 most wanted places in Turkey. But before we get started, be sure to like, subscribe, and bang that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. Number 10. Pamukkale. Pamukkale may be a landscape you've only seen in one of those videos about places on Earth that are out of this world. Its snow-white cliffs and jewel-blue waters look more like frozen landscape than a calcite-laden cliff formed over thousands of years. Pamukkale literally means cotton castle in Turkish, and with over 2 million visitors annually, it is one of Turkey's top attractions. It's famous for its surreal, brilliant white travertine terraces. Travertine is a form of limestone usually formed by calcium and other minerals deposited by hot springs over thousands of years. The patios at the upper levels hold pools of water, which local doctors have used for healing purposes since ancient times. While here, Hierapolis is a must-see. This ancient city has a beautiful amphitheater that should not be missed. A few hundred meters from the travertine pools of the Pamukkale hot springs, you will find a well-preserved theater and plenty of other Roman and Greek ruins. Number 9. Cappadocia. Situated in central Anatolia of Turkey, Cappadocia is best known for its fairy tale landscape of unusual formations resembling cones, mushrooms, pinnacles, and chimneys. You might have seen amazing pictures of Cappadocia's sky filled with colorful hot air balloons, but actually, this place is way more stunning in person. Cappadocia looks like another planet. Its otherworldly landscape is like no other place on Earth. You'll probably never get a chance to visit another planet, but a visit to Cappadocia might be the next best thing. The area is also home to some of the very first Christian churches, which were dug in caves just a couple of hundred years after Jesus Christ walked the earth. One of the most well-known is St. Catherine's Chapel. And Cappadocia is stunning, not just above the surface, but also beneath the ground. There are underground cities that were created many centuries ago, and some of them are more than 10 levels deep. They were used as protection from invaders. More than 40 underground cities have been discovered in Cappadocia, and many of them are connected to each other via tunnels. Number 8. Bodrum. Bodrum is Turkey's turquoise coast at its most vibrant. This is a great holiday destination spot, with a marina full of sturdy yachts ready to whisk you out into the Mediterranean, a handful of ancient attractions for sightseeing, and a town filled with photogenic, old, whitewashed houses. Bodrum has transformed into one of the most popular vacation spots in Turkey. Its inviting, colorful environment attracts people from all over the world. On the western side of town are the marina, restaurants, and shopping centers. And on the eastern side, you will find a gorgeous beach sitting behind turquoise waves. Near the beach beckon plenty of cafes, bars, and nightclubs, all ready for your business. While in Bodrum, you must visit the Castle of St. Peter, also known as Bodrum Castle, which now operates as a museum. Other sites include the Mindos Gate, which was once the scene of a bloody battle during the siege by Alexander the Great. And we cannot forget about the ruins of the tomb of Mausolus, which was built in 351 BC and is one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. How important is this ancient tomb? Important enough that the word mausoleum derives from it. Number 7. Ulu Demis. Ulu Demis is a resort village on the southwest coast of Turkey. The sheltered inlet of Ulu Demis is Turkey's most famous beach, and with scenery that might as well have fallen off a perfect postcard, it's easy to see why it's so popular. It's the kind of destination where you might go to relax and enjoy a much slower pace of life. For all the sun worshippers out there, a stay in Ulu Demis will be just what the doctor ordered. No one has the blues like Mavi Lagoon, which is literally translated as the Blue Lagoon. Lined with beach resorts, seafood restaurants, and stretches of unspoiled coast, the lagoon is an incredible place to sunbathe, snorkel, and swim. It has some of the most incredible blue waters in the world, and Ulu Demis is one of the world's top paragliding destinations. So if you haven't tried it, now's the time. Number 6. Antalya. Nestled along the beautiful Turkish Riviera on the Mediterranean coastline, Antalya is a large, vibrant city welcoming tourists with numerous resorts, hotels, bars, and restaurants. From swimming and sailing to mountain climbing, sightseeing, and family fun, this place has something for everyone. The Old Town, snug right in the center of town with its cobblestone alleyways rimmed with creaky Ottoman-era mansions, is a wonder to explore. A walk around Kalichi offers a step back into the city's ancient past with views of the old city walls, Roman gates, maze-like streets, and historic structures that include the clock tower and beautiful temples. Several museums exhibit artifacts and relics from the area, including the award-winning Antalya Museum. Antalya's main beaches, Konyata and Lada, offer white sands, water sports, resorts, bars, and restaurants. And near the beaches are water parks, amusement parks, and even a zoo. There is so much to see and do here, you might never want to leave. Number 5. Konya. The cultural center of Turkey, and called Iconium in Roman times, Konya is a large city in Turkey's central Anatolia region. Konya is one of the oldest cities in the world and is known for its remarkable architecture. Stepping into the history of Konya, the city is well known for its connection to Rumi, the great 13th century poet. His writings inspired Sufism and the advent of the whirling dervishes, who seek ecstasy through meditating while performing an elaborate dancing ritual, spinning round and round on their left foot. You shouldn't miss the chance to visit the Mevlana Museum that is set with lovingly tendered rose gardens. Once inside the complex, you enter the mausoleum, which is the focus of much devotional worship to this day. Konya also offers beautiful green spaces and parks, such as a Leyden Hill in the city center and the Japanese Park with its lovely pagodas, waterfalls, and ponds. Number 4. Ankara. Turkey's capital city, Ankara, has been inhabited since at least the Stone Age. It used to be known as Angora, and actually Angora wool owes its name to the city. Ankara is a sprawling modern city of 5 million, home to government buildings, commercial businesses, universities, and foreign embassies. Located near the center of the country and the Anatolia region, Ankara is an important transportation hub, linking nationals and tourists alike to other major destinations in Turkey. However, it's not all business. The city also offers historic sites and plenty of arts and culture. From the beautifully ornate Ziraat Bank headquarters to the more modern office buildings of the 1960s in the Ulsus neighborhood, Ankara has a diversity of architecture. Even the city's train station is a gorgeous example of Art Deco, while old clock towers and metal lamps decorate the streets like a true capital city. Number 3. Mardin. Mardin is an enchanting city situated in southeastern Turkey near the Syrian border and the Tigris River. It's the capital of Mardin province. The city has a rich architectural heritage, cultural wealth, and religious diversity. The first thing you will notice about Mardin is the old city high above on the mountainside, where narrow labyrinthine streets wind past beautifully ornate doors, carved stone facades, and friendly cats. It's one of Turkey's most wondrous destinations. This is among the best cities to visit in Turkey and records over 4 million visitors annually. The saffron-colored town, constructed on a hill, is full of beauty, history, and stunning architecture. You can enjoy the incredible views of the vast plains that surround it and imagine going back in time to the lands that were once part of the Mesopotamia. Number 2. Ephesus. Situated on the Ionian coast, Ephesus is an ancient Greek city built 1,000 years before Christ. It remained completely buried until being discovered and unearthed in the late 1800s, becoming one of the largest archaeological sites in the Mediterranean region. The city had its heyday after being conquered by the Romans in 129 BC. The Apostle Paul is said to have lived and preached here before being imprisoned in Rome around 62 AD. The Temple of Artemis, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, once stood here and was completely rebuilt twice, first after a flood, then 300 years later after a fire. Only one column remains standing of this former Greek temple. The facade of the Library of Celsus has been restored to almost its former glory and is definitely one of the highlights while visiting Ephesus. The library once housed 12,000 scrolls and was built facing east to best make use of natural light in its reading rooms. The city was also home to a very impressive amphitheater, which sat 25,000 spectators and is believed to have been the largest in the ancient world. Number 1. Istanbul. Istanbul today is the largest city in Turkey and is home to over 15 million inhabitants. It stretches across both sides of the Bosphorus, a narrow strait that connects Asia and Europe, making it the only city in the world located on 2 different continents. Impressive architecture, historic sites, dining, shopping, nightlife, and exotic atmosphere all make Istanbul one of the world's top tourist destinations. This transcontinental metropolis is a fast-paced cultural melting pot that you will fall instantly in love with. The city's top attractions include the Grand Bazaar, the Hagia Sophia, the Blue Mosque, and Topkapi Palace. The Grand Bazaar is one of the most visited tourist destinations anywhere. In 2014 alone, it welcomed over 91 million visitors, making it number 1 in the world. Founded in the 1400s, it is one of the oldest and largest covered markets on the planet and contains over 4,000 shops. Once inside this monolith, it'll be almost impossible not to get lost. The Blue Mosque is another must-see in any trip to Istanbul. It was built in the early 1600s during the rule of Ahmad I and gets its name from hand-painted blue tiles adorning the inside of its structure. The Hagia Sophia sits nearby and was built as a cathedral in the 6th century. It has been said that it changed the history of architecture and at the time of its construction was the largest building in the world. It held its place as the world's largest cathedral for almost 900 years, until it was converted into a mosque in 1453. That was after the fall of Constantinople to the Ottoman Empire. It was turned into a museum in 1935, but 2020 saw it reconverted back into a mosque. Have you ever been to Turkey? What is your favorite place that you're definitely going to visit? Once you get there, don't forget to try baklava and take a Turkish bath. Let us know in the comments down below.